Welcome to Power Talk to Sunny Antonio. Today we're going to talk about things that we should be looking at when we're getting ready to go out and buy a piece of property, buy a building, looking at infrastructure, those kind of items. Talk about water, you talk about storm, you talk about sewer, what's available, what's out there. What we fail to talk about is one of the many things that's going to be important, power. I need electricity to my site. What's out there? Before you take any more steps to buy the property or buy a building or looking at what you want to do some research, do some feasibility studies, do some things that are going to tell you what's out there. Number one, walk the site, see what's out there, take a look at the power poles, take a picture of what's out there, take a video of what's out there. Sometimes a power pole isn't a power pole, it's a telephone pole. It's telecommunication, it only has phone lines on it. Maybe it only has a cable line coming to feed a source. So take a look at those items. Always good to take a picture, always good to take a video. Next step, call your power company. Let them know you're building a building or you're buying a building. You want to know what's out there. I'm looking to see what power source is there. Is there three-phase? Is there only single phase? What's capacity out there? Do I have enough power to feed the building I'm planning on purchasing or building? Also work with your own team. What are we looking at? What's really going to be the power we're going to need? Are we going to need three-phase? Are we going to need single-phase only? What's the panel size we're going to put? What's the load in the building we're going to have? Those are key importance, because what you don't want to do is believe you need three-phase out there when in fact there's no three-phase load in your building. Then you end up paying for three-phase power, and that is on the non-residential side crucial cost, because whatever you expectations or whatever you have built in the building and power, and you don't use that three-phase, you're going to have a cost of that three-phase load or three-phase facility that you're not going to use. So make sure you do your due diligence, do your feasibility, make sure you look at what you actually need and what the future is going to be for your building. Next steps, call your power company, sit down with them, have a phone call, ask some key questions. Many questions are asked are, what's our capacity? Do we have three-phase? And they say, yep, you got three-phase. The next crucial question that never gets asked is, here's what I plan on putting in my building. Does that three-phase line existing have the capacity to feed my new load? It's very important, because many times they say, yeah, you got three-phase, and you get out there and you have three-phase for maybe 400 amp or 600 amp, and you need 1200 amp. So make sure you take a look at that. So those are the easy questions. Here are the tough questions. I don't have three-phase. I only have single-phase. So now what do? I only have single-phase. I need three-phase. Work with your power company. If you have to, get a consultant involved. Get a utility consultant. Get an expert who knows the questions, knows what to ask for, knows how to push to get things done. So the next question you're going to have to ask the power company, or have your consultant ask them, I don't have three-phase capability out there now. How long will it take for me to get three-phase? Is it 3 or 4 poles down? Is it a mile away? Do you have to go back to a substation? What is the next question when you ask that? Now I know that I've got to bring three-phase in. What might be the cost to bring that three-phase in? Do I really need three-phase if in fact I can get away with a 800 amp single phase, 1000 amp single phase? Probably not. So you want to ask, what concerns, what issues do I have getting three-phase? How far away is it? What might be the cost of bringing three-phase load out to me? And then the last one is, how soon can I get it? Now understand something, that when you're extending three-phase, you're just adding a third wire to the existing 2 wires that are already there. When I'm adding three-phase, there is a revenue base, so you must ask that in some states. If I bring three-phase and I use three-phase load, and I'm going to pay that up front, do I have a 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, or 10-year payback? Do I have that coming back to me for the energy that I use? In many cases, it's called refundable. You'll have that coming back to you. But those are questions you're going to ask after you get past the point of Do I have three phase? How long is it gonna get there? Then make sure you give them all your loads, all your real three phase and single phase loads. So now with the next step. Now we know we have to get three phase there. It's not close by, gotta get it there. Second, we know that it's gonna cost us to bring that three phase. Third, how long will it take to get that three phase built? Those are key components because right now in many areas, Northern California, the Humboldt, Eureka, that area, Garberville area, there's no capacity to add anything. In fact, in many cases, you can't even add a 100 amp panel up there because PG&E's capacity in that area is not large enough. And many are being told they're 1 to 2 to 3 to 5 years out before the capacity is there. So what next steps do you have if in fact that's what you're hearing? You need to push. You need to show them that you need that power and what does it take to get that power to them faster. Don't be idle. Don't be compassionate. You understand it's there, you gotta push. We're building a building, we're spending a lot of money, we need that capacity there. We need to push your engineering team, push whoever you have to push to get things going. Know your area, know what's out there, and know, do I make the decision I do or don't want to build out here or buy this building because it's gonna take too long to get it. Many cases we have seen in the last 3 to 5 years, the assumption is there's a power pole, we got power, we're good. And I will use the cannabis world just for example. We have done many cannabis jobs when the capacity of what they need, in some cases large loads, was not there. We've had a few up in Eureka area, we had a few in Coalinga area, we've had a few out in Rio Vista area where the capacity for what is needed was not there. In Eureka, many of them didn't build, many of them didn't expand because the power source was going to take 2 to 3 to 4 years to get it. In Oakland, we had one. The plus is, three phase wasn't too far away, we were able to design it, get it through, get it going. Coalinga, long ways out. The decision was made, let's go with single phase until the three phase gets there. So ask questions, make a checklist, know what you want to ask, know who to talk to. At the power company, get a utility consultant involved. There are many of us out there that'll be more than happy to help anywhere across the US. The questions will not change if you're in California, you're in Texas, you're in Oklahoma, you're in Arizona, you're in Idaho, wherever you are, those are key questions you need to ask no matter where you are. It will not change from power company to power company. What's available, what's on site. Don't be confused with, I see a wire, I must have power. I see a transformer, I must have power. Always hire an expert. Always hire an expert. I'll say it over and over again. I don't do your job, don't do mine. Hire the people that know what to do, what questions to ask, and have the knowledge and experience of power. So thank you. I hope this helps. And until next time, thank you for talking power, Sunny Antonio. Appreciate it.